Hello everybody, I'd like to welcome everybody for the Friday night Hangout with Frankie Day. Okay guys, so far we got 6 right now in view. And fellas, if you guys tuned in earlier about 9 o'clock this morning, I'm very deeply sorry. I meant that for the PM instead of AM, and I'm really truly sorry about that. I came home and checked on the set reminder for the Hangout, and I go, huh? I mean, this thing has been going on since I've been working. So I said, man, I messed up. So I set rescheduled to 8:30. And we'll take this hangout as long as we can until you guys peter out and I peter out. So far, old Frankie Day's got about 8 viewers on here on the hangout, and they're popping out now. Sir Robert, how you doing, dear sir? And Mr. Bravey, hello. And then 52 Berg, greetings, Frankie. Thank you very much. And those you guys, those you fellas out there who tuned in earlier, you know, I mean, say, hey, where's Frankie at? You know, I set the time wrong. I meant for AM, not PM. I meant for PM, not AM. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But here I am, fresh alive. I just now got tuned in, and I'm very happy you guys are here right now. And everything's fine. I'm still working on the Connie. I had that done about a day or two ago, so far I only got a few things due on it to be done. So hopefully I should have it done by tomorrow. And so I had to do a lot of things the day after work. Had to go out and do some shopping a little bit and take care of some errands for my wife and myself. And had no time for the Connie, so she's right next to me. Those of you who probably want to know what it looks like, I've got the icer boots all painted on it already. And you can see the radome was painted black right there like it's supposed to. And I've been on this thing pretty much for a while, guys. When I get this thing done, I'm going to kind of peter around a little bit with the Lysander by Matchbox. I have done nothing more than that. Just built the cockpit interior. I did a little cleaning on the fuselage. And wait for Sir Warren Blanchard and Mr. Blanche, to have his Spitfire buddy group build going down. So we got a lot of guys. I think we got Mr. Robert Buskin, he's in, and I think a few other gentlemen are in too. I'm in, and I got the kid over here. I kind of made a fast review of that on the last Hangout. So far it's getting cold and chilly out here in Ohio. It's promoting a lot of good modeling time. And I've got oodles and oodles, a lot of stuff to do. And keep me busy for a while. And ships are calling on me pretty much now, so I won't probably start on ship models probably around the end of this month, because I want to get started on that Spitfire buddy group build with for Mr. Warren. And incidentally, anybody out there who participated in Sir Martin's Bomber Command group build, I don't know when the vote's supposed to be in. I think it's supposed to be in yesterday, I believe. I'm not too certain. You got a message, Sir Martin on there. He'll probably give you more details. I got my my votes in. Some beautiful builds, guys, on that build. Oh, okay, we got Mr. Lawrence Maretta. Hello, Rhode Island. Hello. Hello to you, dear sir. Next door to the Indians, huh? Yeah, we got a lot of Indians around here. A lot of Cherokee out here in Ohio. And Indians all over the place. They're good people. And very peaceful. And you got a lot of people from India, too, you know. I think they're all over the place. And they're good people. Very good people. You make excellent citizens for any country that there is. They're very civilized people. Very much. The English think very highly of them. And after all, the late great George Harrison of the Beatles, he in Bangladesh, he really donated a lot of stuff for the poor folks out there when they're really having it bad. And you cannot beat a better humanitarian act than that. It's beautiful. Okay, next door to the Indians. Okay, I got 9 viewers. You got 10 now. And I'll tell you guys, welcome to the Frankie Day Hangout Show on a Friday night. This is my second successful hangout. All I need now to learn to do is get the links on here and get them piped out to all you guys, all my subscribers. And you have all your pictures down the bottom of the screen, and we can see eye to eye and work on models and everything. I'm going to go down to Best Products tomorrow and get me some kind of a software thing for my webcam, so I can be able to plug it into my computer. And that way I can have the building board right there, of it only there, and I can see you great guys here. So Frankie Day's cooking the right way now. So I'm a little slow, but I do learn. And excuse me. It's been a pretty good day today. A little slow at work. I wanted to have some time to work on my Connie, but I had a lot of important things I had to do. And so she's over here looking good. Yeah, I got some new stuff. I've been digging up around here in my man cave. I've got a bunch. I think I found an old destroyer over there. I think it's an old Revell job. I think it's a Fort Sherman class destroyer. The old I think it's the USS John Paul Jones. Mr. Lawrence, yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that very much. I try to make it look real as the real ones, because, you know, all of us have different ways of making camo and airplanes, doing things, and camouflaging and things. It's just the art of the individual only, and that's what makes this modeling community so great, because we all have very good tools and skills to work to make our miniatures as precise as a real machine. That's what we're all aiming for. It's like taking a real airplane and miniaturizing it into a small airplane. That's the goal. Now talk about Lancaster. Man, I tell you, I went out in my car, opened up my trunk. Now check this out, fellas. This is straight up. This was today. I was going to open my trunk to put some groceries in there. I must have had a senior moment or just got out of sight, out of mind. I don't know what it was. I went to the Paper Model Convention. It was last April of this year. I got 3 big, huge card models in the back of my trunk. All that time, I didn't even know they were in there. I've got my big 133 scale Avro Lancaster. Has a wingspan about 40 inches. And I got my Kate Type 97 torpedo bomber, 133 scale. And I also got my Halifax 133 scale. Jared, greetings, dear sir. Welcome to the Frankie Day Hangout Show. I'm glad you're here. You're all tuned in. We're going to have a wonderful night tonight, fellas. And you live here in Connecticut? Yeah, I got my Aunt Peggy. She lives out in Connecticut. I figure I forget what part out there, but she definitely lives out there, and it's very beautiful. It's very beautiful out there. New England states are very beautiful. Oh, okay. Air Museum. The Mitchell bombers. The B-25 is the most loudest airplane in the Air Force. My dad, a good friend of his, he owned an old surplus B-25 that he bought out of the boneyard out of Kingdom, Arizona, back in 1949. I remember seeing them out there. Tons of them. B-24s, B-17s, B-25s, PBYs. You name it, they were there. Engines stacked up on top of engines. His name was Kramer. I call him Uncle Kramer. He was my father's best friend that he had when he was in the Navy. And my dad had a brother that he got lost on the battleship of Oklahoma during the attack of Pearl Harbor. And so my father is the only one that's left, you know, of the family. And they were here shipmates on the Oklahoma. And he flew OS-2U Kingfishers and also SOC-3 Seagulls. And he was an Airedale. And they were very good friends and very close. So after the war, he went up there and bought a B-25. It was a J model. And he bought a bunch of engines. He bought that B-25 for less than $1,000. I think he paid $700 for it. The engines, I don't know how much he paid for it, but he ordered a truck that picked up about 8 of those engines. Those Wright Cyclone engines the B-25s had. Well, we had that thing all refurbished and all done, inspected by FAA. And he fired that thing up, and that thing is loud. It had those Holly carburetors on there, the exhaust system. We used to call them, the nickname of the B-25 was popcorn, because you could hear them a mile away. You hear a pop, 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 whoa. And that's how they get the name popcorn. And that's that carburetor system that B-25, the later Mitchells employed. The early Mitchells didn't have that kind of carburetor system. And, of course, the B-25 with a lot of refits and everything. And it's the loudest airplane in the world, Jared. You're 100% correct. I flew in one of those one time. And I tell you, I had to stuff cotton in my ear. They were that loud. It's a very loud airplane. That's probably the flaw of the Mitchell itself. A lot of B-25 pilots were almost stone death after the war from flying because they're very loud. And they get very loud. I remember back in 1954, my dad was stationed at, I believe, at Boeing Field out in Virginia. And they had a whole bunch of B-25s. The B-25s were in operation back in 1954. They used them all the time. Mostly for practice training aircraft and utility airplanes. That's all they're good for. And for bombing roles, they were superseded by the end of the war with the event of the B-29. But they went out like a dodo, but they were United States Air Force best kept secret. And I can remember a whole squadron of B-25s. Man, it reminded me of the old World War II movies you watch, all those B-25s taking off. Man, it was loud out there, the rev of those engines. You see nothing but dust. Dust. A plume of dust. I do remember that very much. I think I was about 14 years old back then. Very young, 14 or 13. And I had a ball. All you great fellas out there, you guys have a nice day today. And what are you guys building? So I get this Connie all scored away. I'm going to hop on this Lysander over here and start making preparations for the Spitfire. Excuse me, guys. Well, my sinuses are starting to clear up and they're backing up into my throat. $15 viewers. All you new fellas who just chimed in, greetings. Thank you very much. I appreciate this very much. This is my second Hangout, successful Hangout that I've done, and it's worked very good for me now. And I'm very happy. And we're gonna have a good night tonight, fellas. I got 17 viewers now. It's getting bigger and bigger, and I'm having a very wonderful time here. What if old Matt will be in here pretty soon? Old Mr. Matthew Hill from the Down Under. Boy, I love to go to Australia. Man. But you gotta know some fellas, as old as I am right now, I feel like I'm a prisoner of my own age. Stewart. Sir Stewart. How you doing, dear sir? Oh, beautiful! You're on the British anti-tank gun. Oh yeah, I followed you. I think I saw it on your video. I think you made a kit review of that. You know something? I'm gonna get an armor one of these days. One of you fellows is gonna coax me into it or inspire me more than anything. Oh, I see C-45. That's Expediter. Mad Genius Productions. Welcome, dear sir. Thank you very much for tuning in on my Hangout. It means very much a lot to me. Good evening, Arliss. Thank you very much, sir, for tuning in. Thank you very much, Lawrence, for that Washburn tug. I still have not got it out for sea trials yet. Even my Carol Moran over here, I haven't got her out yet. I've just been too busy. Now we got winter coming in. That's another thing. So I think next year we're going to have some serious videos on my RC boats. Excuse me. AMT Bulldozer. Yeah, that's a good kit. I got a buddy of mine that built one of those one time. They're very impressive when they're done. He did a marvelous job on it. Oh, man, that's one kit I like to delve into, Robert. That 1/72 scale pirate ship, that looks like one hell of a kit. It opens a lot of doors for like LEDs. Yes, sir, buddy. I'm fine. Miss Raza, thank you very much, sir. And thank you for tuning in for the second time on my Hangout. It means a lot to me. And go home, kick off your shoes, take the rest of the day off, get the simple brewski or a cup of tea or whatever, and just enjoy the show and relax. And I'll soothe your cares away. And I'm just having a good time, guys. And I'm happy that Stuart's on here and all you great fellas. And it means a lot to me. And yeah, Mad Genius and that C-48 Expediter. I made mine a civilian version of it. Now I got 2 more kits just like that. I'm gonna make the military version, a J&B and also Johnny Bowles and a regular C-45 Expediter. Oh yeah. I think I seen not Phil Flory. It's my gosh, what's that gentleman's name? I think it's one of the Smooth crew. Yeah, they were building one of those. Very impressive kit. A lot of parts, too. Yeah, thank you, Stu. God love you, sir. God love you. I wish I was in England right now. I'd love to be there. You guys probably say, they probably call me the runaway Yank. Oh, I'd love to be there. Yes, sir. That C-45 kit by CM is the same thing as the Revell one. Because I compared them both about the same. They're the same kit, same thing. Just different boxing, different company. Mr. Steve Henry, thank you very much, dear sir. Thank you very much for tuning in. Oh, the P-38, the old Richard Bong special. Is that the monogram kit or Hasagawa Airfix or? There's so many manufacturers make them all. You just can't keep up. The only P-38 I got is the old monogram, 1964 monogram kit. The original, too. As a matter of fact, it's all sealed. A good kit, that is. And I got made a card kit of one, too, 133 scale. Woo, you get a lot of rain out there, huh, sir? Hey, Lord. I tell you, out here it's just getting cold, you know. We had a lot of rain last week. It came down like cats and dogs, you know. It came down big time, and the rivers are pretty high out here. Just right now, it's just getting plumb cold outside. And I spent all day yesterday. When I got off work, I went down there to the Home Depot. I bought some clear plastic. I took my staple gun with a yardstick and nailed the yardstick with the plastic, and I stapled the plastic over my windows. Saved me a little money. And the utility bills out here, it's everywhere, guys. No escape from expense. Just you got to pay the fiddlers to keep yourself afloat. It's rough as a cob, but things will get better. I pray to God every day things do get better. Oh, an Academy. Oh, that's a good kit. The Academy is real good. There's so much new great stuff out there. I think J-Man told me last Hangout they got releasing a 1/4-inch Lancaster. No, it's a 1/32 scale Lancaster. Man, I bet that thing has a price tag. Yes, sir. Glue Brothers, welcome there, sir, to my Hangout. I'm very, very honored for you to be here. This is my second successful Hangout, and I really enjoy you guys being here. And you're into build any? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I got the Williams brother Hall's Bulldog, the Granger's GBZ, and the old Jimmy Doolittle R2 GB. Now I've got I don't have any. No, it's only Golden Age aircraft I've got, and I built the GBR2. I think it's down below my basement. I think that's a Williams brother kit I built, 1/32 scale. Yes, I do plan to build it. That Hall Bulldog. I've got another one too by Pyro, Pyro, Pyro. It's an old ITC, old 1954, no 55 ITC kit. Ancient. Oh man, that dam buster. Good gosh. You know, that's going to be one hell of a kit. You know, it's going to cost a lot of money. I imagine a kit that size and all the engineering is put into it, you're going to run probably $1,000,000. I'd say probably $500 to $700 for a kit like that. I've got a 1/32 scale card kit, 2 of them. I've got one out in my trunk. It took me by surprise today. Mama Son sent me to the store to do some grocery shopping. I got off work. So Frankie Day opens up the trunk, and I was greeted by the most beautiful airplane that God made man to make, an Avro Lancaster, right in my trunk that I took to the model convention. And I've got to take the thing out, and I need to bring it out of the trunk and show it to you fellas. Mr. Blevins, North Carolina. How you doing there, sir? Yes, sir. My mama, she's from North Carolina. She's from Durham. And my mama and papas, they were farmers out there. And very great people. And good people. And thank you very much there, sir, for tuning in. And welcome to my Hangout. And any questions like that? Well, Frankie Day will spruce them out for you. Yes, sir. Yeah, that Lancaster got my trunk. It's about 39-inch wingspan. It's big. Yes, sir. It's gonna be a very beautiful kit, Stuart. It's gonna be a lot of money, sir. You know, and guys like us can't afford a big handsome sum of cash like that for a beautiful model, but I imagine it's going to be a superb kit all the way. It's going to be breathtaking. It's going to have everything in that kit. That kit's going to be like taking a real airplane and virtually just turn it into plastic. And these hands right here will just build it. Man, I tell you. They're building a lot of 1/32 scale kits nowadays. I think they do it intentionally for old guys like us so we can see better. Excuse me. Yes, sir. Charles Models. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the Frankie Day's Friday Night Hangout. It's my second successful hangout, and it's a joy for all you to be here. Mr. Perez, yes, sir. Oh, GB Racer, 1/48 scale tester. That's a good kit. I built one of those one time. It's a very sweet kit, but it's relatively small. But of course, the GB was a smaller airplane anyway. All it was is an engine built with wings and control surfaces. That's the one I got. I got the Williams Brothers 1/32 scale. Yep, the Lancaster is my favorite English airplane too. It really is. I love the Lanc. The Lanc is a very sweet, Mr. The late great Sir Roy Chadwick did an excellent job designing a beautiful airplane. This man was short of genius. Yes, sir, Aries Styrene. Welcome to the show, sir. Yeah, I'll tell you, that's one airplane I've not heard is the purr of a beautiful Lanc. Yeah, that's it. Wing nuts. That's it. That's the one. They're generally expensive anyway. Boy, can you imagine a 1/32 scale Lancaster? Jeez. I bet that's a $900 kit, even money. Oh, $600. $600 kit. That's a handsome sum of cash, but a person probably could swing that. Make sure that he's all his bills is paid first. I get $600 pretty easy. That's not bad. I think it'd be more than that, but it's still $600 is half a grand. That's a lot of dough. Especially if you don't have it. And a lot of people can't afford it. But I figured it'd be around a very high price tag. Even $600 is stiff, but if I want to get one really bad, I could probably talk to my woman about it. And she said, "Go ahead, Frank." And you know I am. I go up there and get it. Yeah, they're a beautiful beautiful airplane. Let me tell you guys a story right here. I had a buddy of mine. I was in high school with him. Was John McEwen. His father was Scottish, and his mother was English, and he had no English brogue or Scottish brogue at all, no accent because he was raised in the States. And his father flew for the Royal Canadian Air Force. He flew Lancasters, and it was at the time Revell released their 1963 Avro Dam Buster, Lancaster, the Dam Buster special bomber. And right after that, they made the Mark I, the regular bomber. Well, about 2 years after they did that, they made the regular bomber with the Bombay, the Mark I. And John McEwen's father, his birthday was coming up, and I built that for him. And what I did, I didn't handle airbrush in those days. What I did to make my patterns, I take the wing and trace it out and made patterns. I airbrushed, because back in those days you had little 69-cent pack flat aerosol rattle cans. You shake, spray outside. I sprayed the whole airplane completely one color, and I masked off the bottom where the black was at, and I masked the separation of the black from the dark earth. Now I kept thinking, how am I going to get that nice, beautiful English camouflage on there? So what I did, I took the wings, I traced the wings, made patterns, and I pasted the wings using paste on the surface of the patterns. And I took an aerosol can, went like this, and sprayed it. Came out perfect. Came out beautiful, better than I hoped it would. Well, I gave it to his father. His father almost broke down in tears when I gave it to him. It's the first time he said, Frankie, he says, I don't think I've ever seen one of these again. He says, and he told me everything about it, you know. He says, does it have a dicky seat there? Does it have a dicky seat? I go, a dicky seat. I said, that's a co-pilot seat. It folds up and down. I said, yes, it is. It's right there. He goes, I'll be darned, it's there. He was very, he was very pleased. You know, I made that man very happy, and he said, Frank, it was the best birthday present I've ever had. He said, I know where this is going to go, right top of my television set. And he told his wife and kids, I want no one touching this. So he was very happy, and I made him happy and made me happy too. Yep. Okay, you guys probably want to know what old Frankie Day's been doing. Frankie Day should have had this a couple days ago, but other things got in the way, so I had to take care of business. I've been working on my Connie. I got the props all airbrush aluminum. They're drying. And I got it almost done right here. I got to start working the undercarriage. And get the undercarriage all done. I got the radome all painted black underneath. And also the ventral, the dome, I forget what dome they call that, but it's been painted too inside there. All the dash has been painted. And it's a beautiful Connie. And it goes right in the box when I get done. Probably put it in a model show. When one comes up, you don't see very many Connies at model shows. And wow. That makes it be nice if you walk up and see a Lancaster out there. Walk up and touch it. Man. Such a beautiful aircraft. I think I got another one of those, a Lancaster. A card can. Where did I put that thing at? It's back there somewhere. I think I had it out in the first Hangout. It's pretty big. And really good. When it gets done, it builds better than plastic. It looks. I took it to the air show. I think I won first place on that thing. People couldn't believe it was made out of paper. And paper models, someday they'll come back in. I think what will happen is that with the increasing demand for us modelers for more models and more models, and the price of them coming out, it'll force you to go somewhere else that's cheaper. Especially, excuse me, especially the advantage of having a printer. You can print your own card models out, or take them down to Kinko's, or take them down to Office Max and have them blow them up big as you want. And I love card models. I've built those things pretty much all my life. And since styrene comes up, I'm getting too spoiled. I got some good card kits coming up this way, guys. And I think I'll probably start a buddy build probably this spring. It's called Navy Wings. Reciprocal aircraft, jet aircraft. Navy Wings, all nationalities. English, United States, Germany, Japan. Flying boats, anything. That'd be great. I got a lot of stuff coming up. You know, I sit back, I go home, or I go to bed and lay down. I kind of ponder around for a while and think, says, I wonder what kind of a buddy build I can get. We get the guys going on. And I'm always thinking. This old Connie boy, she gets dusty. I can see the dust fly on this thing. This thing has been keeping me busy, so I'm trying to get this thing done so I can open more doors. I hate to do about 3 or 4 builds at once. And you get too far behind. I want to tell you something, guys, for decals. A lot of guys use Microsoft. This is the best right here, is Walthers. This is darn good stuff. It's very strong. And so you got to apply it on very liberally, not very generously, but very liberally. Especially using microscale decals. Ooh. Amen, it'll solve that like paint. And so you got to very watch out for that stuff. And I went and bought me some turpentine. And turpentine works pretty good with humble paints. It works very well, so I use mineral spirits. Okay, see what we got here on the chat line here. I'm too busy carried away with this Connie here and entertaining you great guys. Okay, the Canadian Historical Aircraft Association here at Airport in Windsor, Ontario. Restoring Lancaster and mosquito bomber, Wind Wonder. Oh man, you ain't kidding. We need a mosquito. We need more Lancs in the air. Amen to that, sir. Amen to that. Yes, I am. I'm going to get that Portland steamer going. It's right over here, about 4 feet away from me. It's calling on me too. When I finish up this Connie, I'm going to be hopping on the Lysander and do a little work on that, and get Mr. Warren's Blanche's Spitfire buddy group build going on. So he gets the green light going on, we're going to get this thing shaking. And once I get that out of the way, then old Frankie Diggs will turn to his ships. Now I got that Portland steamer over there. I got the hull completely. I got the sponsons all done on it. So what I do now is sand it down real well, add a couple coats of primer, and go from there. And I think it's so prefab, it goes together quite well, because years ago, they gave you a lot of wood, you had to trace stuff up the plans and cut it with a jigsaw, and I tell you, you better know what you'd be doing. You'd be sabotaging a very expensive kit, like $600. They're very pricey. Yeah, that Portland steamer. Captain Hollis Blanchard. That guy should have known better what he was done. If I was a captain, I would have not set steam. Because this guy here, he just didn't use a proper judgment and cost a lot of people their life in the ship. And his own. For years, they tried to find that thing. They could not find it. But Nora, they found her. I think she's about 500 feet down. Real deep. And so that's what happened. Called Hollis Blanchard. So as soon as he rounded Cape Ann, because Cape Ann looks like this, and he was inside the Horn. The time he got this way to go up Maine, he felt the full grip of the storm. And those things got very low freeboards. They weren't designed to be out in deep water like that, especially in those conditions. He found it. Terrible. Heard some good news from my commenters on there. They mentioned something about Ravel's bringing back a lot of their old stuff. That'd be really nice. That'd be a treat, especially for old buzzards like me. You know, they like to build that old stuff. I went down to the hobby shop today, not Smitty's, but the other one, and they ain't got nothing in that place. They got models in there for almost 10 years. They have not sold. I guess most of the business they do is they sell those rear-control cars. And also those foamy jobs, those foamy airplanes. I mean, them things look nice, but I mean, that EPA foam, and they run out of money. And they're affordable. They're very affordable. I mean, the most expensive one in there is about $300 or $400, but man, you know, I like to build them. You know, guys, you know, you build them out of your hands, and you get a lot of gratification out of that. So, man, I built that thing out of a box. I didn't think a thing would fly. And it flies because it's built by you, and you know what you're doing. And they're buying these pre-made jobs nowadays is that people don't have patience. And it robs us. Really do. It robs us. Because guys like us pay for it really bad. You ever go to the hobby shop before, try to get something, you can't get it no more? On the way, you had to get us online. Because all these ready-to-fly stuff and everything out there are just superseding our hobby, you know. So, I guess it is. And if you want anything, you got to go online. And that's it. I got 15 viewers. I'm holding you guys pretty good. That's great. Yeah, I was thinking about last night. I was at there doing some cyberspace surfing, and I was saying, good, Frankie, bring your guitar out there, play these guys a couple songs you hang out. Probably like that. I may do that. You never know. And right now, I'm relaxing. Just really enjoying myself. Had a pretty good day today at work. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's right, Doyle. You know it, buddy. Say, Doyle, are you working on any more balsa wood airplanes? The last balsa job I finished was that 1948 Cleveland Beechcraft Bonanza. I think I'll cock back this computer a little bit. You might be able to see it up there. See it up there, buddy? There she is right there. I think it flies very, very well. That kit there is about over 70 years old. And flies very well. I had a very nice time with that. I think I built that on I made a video of this, and the video came out very, very well on it. And I'm gonna take that here, get a little. There we go. As I get my head cut off. Yeah, guys, I tell you, we got winter coming up. It promotes a lot of good model building we'll be doing. And I got a lot of stuff, guys. I tell you, I just hope I live long enough to do a lot of it. And so far, my health is very excellent lately, and I thank Jesus for that. Yeah. Yep. I think I got one, too. It's about so big. I think it's about 21, 25 inches long. It's a good kit. It really is. I need to finish up that Gato. That 172nd Gato sub. I got down below. It's all nice and tucked away. Out of harm's way. All it needs now, it's in the stage of being painted. It's already been primed. It's just ready to be painted. And that's going to be a spring job right there for me to get that done. I have too. Is that the big 28-inch wingspan Doyle? I got mine down below in the basement. I flew that thing. That thing flies very well. Yeah, that Guillo Spitfire is pretty good. My brother had one of those. I think it had a 28-inch wingspan. I built that. He lost interest in it and gave it to me, and I built it, and I flew it. That was a good kit. Yes, I can. I can make a video of that. At work, everybody asks me, Frank, we did all these boxes. Are you moving? I go, no. I'm storing stuff. So what kind of stuff? I said, my models. I store them in there, and I box them up very nicely and neatly and put them away, and they're out of harm's way, and they're just as new as the day I built them. I pop out of a box. I said, on my YouTube channel, I got stuff I show the fellas I've had to 50, 60 years. They could swear I just built it. And they know I didn't because I built everything here. And I will make a special video for that, guys. Yep. Yeah, Gary Brinker, yeah, he did build the Gato. I think that was a Trumpeter kit. Boy, that man is he's a great guy. You know, he's very meticulous when he does things, which makes him very good builders. I mean, he did stuff like that bounty he did was a very elementary kit. And he really got too much involved in it. And that says he mentioned one time to Frank, he says, how's this go? So you're going above the limits that model is designed for. It's hard to find something making that scale. Oh yeah, number 16. Yep, I know that. I know. I think I got that kit. I think that's the one I have. It is. It flies very, very well. You don't use very much weight on it. Yep. That's a scale what Gary Brinker built. That was the Trumpeter 1/144 scale. It was big. It was good. It was pretty sizable. Oh, the Gillo's roof. Yeah, that's a small one. Now that flies pretty good. I had one of those one time, and I had me some, and somehow the tissue in the kit was all gray. It was gray tissue, and I tried to make it a purple color, like the color it was on the box. So I got me some dye, and I got me some regular tissue that I had. And back in those days, you go to a hobby shop and buy all kinds of tissue to come in rolls, silk span. I took it and sprayed it, and dried it up in a clothes hanger, let it dry. And I went ahead and just, back in those days, I used 50-50 dope, nitrate and butyrate dope, and doped the frames down, and gave it a shot of banana oil, and tightened up real good. And those little kits, they fly very, very well. They're very easy to build, and they're very, for the money, you can't beat it. They're excellent. Yep, that's right. That's what it is. They got one of those down there at the hobby shop. Trumpeter 1/144 scale. Now, I got 1/44 scale. I got this as a birthday present from my wife. I got the USS Fletcher. I think I opened that up for the coming builds of winter on my video, and it's a good size kit. It's big. It's about 3 feet long, and I got the USS Enterprise. I found that in my stash. 1/350 scale. That's big too. Oh, paper models, Macero? Oh, gracias, señor. Muchas gracias. Es mucho trabajo. Yep. With red floats, that'd be nice. I gotta check out your channel and take a look at that your roof right there, Doyle. I haven't seen your videos for a while. I think last one I seen you were test flying your L-19 bird dog. Yep. Big fits. It's gonna be a restoration job. I got a 6-foot model of the great Laker SS Edmund Fitzgerald. Big fits. I got all kinds of plans that I got sent away from the Great Lakes Steamship Museum. And I got a hold of a guy named Dale Wagner or something like that. He's a curator. And for a little bit of money here and there, they sent you away for some plans of them. So I got a lot of those. A lot of those plans are done in 1/192 scale, 1/16 scale, big. No cow. Yep. I've built a couple of those before. Excuse me. I think Al Lidman or something. I forget what his name. He had a whole bunch of those plans. They were plan sets. I got those from Carson's Plan Service. Yeah, out of Flying Magazine. Now that's one heck of a publication now for building rubber-powered airplanes and everything. Anything to do with flying, especially flying for fledglings. They got all that stuff in there. Very good publication there, Doyle. It has a lot of good stuff there. And that's where I got my plans from. So sent away for Carson's Publications. Back in those days, you sent away for them. But nowadays, they're online. So there's a lot of good builders out there. You'd be surprised when you can find building plans. Now, if you want to build some good free rubber jobs, get on online, and you'll see a place called Outlook HP Pocket Builders, Hip Pocket Builders Forum, and right there you'll find you'll find what you need. Something funny happened. I think I'm buffering. I think ever since I flipped that thing, guys, I think it's wow. Man, this is gonna change things. Huh. Don't know what happened. Weird. Anyway, it's called Hip Pocket Builders. They got a whole bunch of plan sets you can see. They're free. Download them on your computer, burn them on a CD, take them down to Office Max or Kinko's and blow your plans up. Some are just scaled right to scale when they went to the printing machine. Only cost you about 10, 12 bucks. Not bad at all. And yes, I am. Matter of fact, I sent away for a smoke generator. And I should be getting that any day now. I sent away for that last week from Harbor Models. That cost me almost 60 bucks. And I got to think, wait a second, Frank. You just wasted 60 bucks for nothing. I can make a smoke generator. All you got to do is use a coil wire and put some kind of a cloth around there and put a little bit of lamp oil and run a 12-volt battery or something on there. And the thing starts smoking. We'll put a fan in there. I wasn't thinking. I used to make smoke generators when I was very young. I was a science project I did in Mr. Bailey's class. I had, he says, Frank, what is this? This is a smoke generator. And he says, wow, all thing does create a lot of smoke, so that's a general idea. And he said, what good is it for? It's good for ships, for rate-controlled model boat models and ships. You could build a chamber inside of the stack, make it like real smoke coming out. I can see that. I did that 60 years ago. And when I was in school. I had a science project. And it worked too, very well. I got to think, if Frank, you could have built yourself a smoke generator, you can buy those fans anywhere. I wasn't thinking, see? But yes, I ordered a smoke generator and I will have it installed to washer and tug. Yep. I had my pizza too. It's pizza night, buddy. And guess what? I got some pizza out there on the counter I just bought. I went down to a place called Frazzoli's. I don't know if you guys got them in your neck of the woods, but this place is kind of like an Italian Burger King. And they got good Italian food in that place. And the pizzas are out of this world, and they're only about $14. They're cheap. They're big ones, big Johns. Hey, Sir Robert, how you doing, dear sir? Thank you for joining in there, Robert. I've been online for about an hour or two, I guess. About an hour or so, and if you guys tried to tune in earlier on 9 o'clock this morning, I wasn't there. I wasn't. I was at work. Well, Frankie Day made a flub up. I had a very serious senior moment. I got confused between PM and AM. So I had the darn thing scheduled for 9 o'clock in the morning instead of at night. And if I got home from work, and if I got home from the store and from work, I went over and checked the reminder on there, and I say, waiting for me. You mean to tell me I've been online since 9 o'clock today? I said, oh, I bet the guys are going to kill me. So, no damage done. And I'm very happy you guys were patient enough to return. I got 17 viewers now, and I feel very happy. Looks like I got 5 more messages coming in. Yeah. I was in service for 30 years. And I stayed in for 30 years in the United States Navy, and I got out, and my wife, she wanted to move to Ohio. I got stationed in Treasure Island in San Francisco, California. And I sold my house on the beach. I had a little small sailboat. I sold that too and everything. Came out here, and I do regret that a lot because it takes my sea legs away from me. And a sailor in country don't mix, especially when you live out in the Appalachia with mountains and trees and everything else. And so I adapt and overcome. Anybody get used to anything. But yeah, I put 30 years in the Navy, and I had a wonderful time. And I love ships. I got a great deal of education for being in the military because you go around the world and you learn, not only learn their language, but you learn how they live and how they think. And there's so much beautiful country, you know. I advise every young man out of high school to join the service, you know, especially the Navy or the Air Force. And you see a lot of the world. And I saw a lot of the world. And my first 2 years of enlistment in the Navy was very hard on me at first because I was away from my family, and I was attached to the third Marine Division. I was on a repair ship. It was called the USS Tutuila, an old converted Liberty ship. That ship didn't go nowhere. It hasn't been under away ship's colors in years. It's like, I call it the USS Alcatraz, because that's about what it was. That was the most worst duty I've ever had in my whole life. And finally, the big bird in the sky came in and gave me my orders to go aboard a bird farm. That was the USS Enterprise. And that ship was commissioned exactly 2 years. It was in the service when I got aboard that thing. I was on it for about 3 months. And after that, I went on the Coral Sea, and from the USS Coral Sea to the Riscony. And from there, they put me on Fleet Oilers. After Fleet Oilers, I was on a couple of geographical technical research ships, a couple of old yard tugs, 2 tin cans. I was on a destroyer tender, USS Dixie, out of San Diego. Thank you very much, Aaron. I appreciate that very much, dear sir. And I want to appreciate everybody for being on my Hangout. It's a little different compared to everybody else because I haven't got stuff out the way I want it. And so this is my second successful Hangout, and I'm very happy and very pleased. And it'll get better. I'll start learning how to send links out to all you fellas. Then, like I said earlier in the Hangout, I'm going to get me a camera software. So I hook up my camcorder to my computer. That way I can have my camera focusing on my workboard. Then I can be building and fiddling around here and there, and I get to see you right there, and you get to see you guys on the bottom of the screen. It'd be like everybody be together in one room. That's going to be a very beautiful event. And I'll make it happen too. And like I said, we got winter coming in. It promotes a lot of good model building, so a few beers, a glass of hot tea, coffee, or whatever you enjoy. And I haven't drank a lot of tea lately. I love tea. I got some iced tea that I made it work. It was good. I love it hot too. I tell you one thing, when it's cold outside, I like drinking tea. Hot tea is really good. Now I know why the English drink it all the time. Kind of lifts you up a little bit, you know. Gives you kind of like it gives you kind of a push, you know. I kind of like that. Those of you out there probably want to know how the old Connie's doing. This is about the second time I've done this. I got the masking off. What the heck is that there? Went fishing. The left landing gear's got a piece of cloth on there. That's not good. Got the de-icers all painted on there. Monterey Dome has been painted. This is a pretty nice airplane, guys. I did a good job in this, I think. I took my time on it. And the final reveal should have been a couple days ago. Well, I want to tell you something. This is a very beautiful airplane. Mr. Kelly Johnson, who designed this thing, was short of genius. This thing was a very beautiful plane. And he put his all into it. And I've got about 2 more of these. I got a Rare Planes vacuum form kit, Connie, C-121 Morning Star. And I've got another one. It's the L-1049, not the, this right here is a Super G. But they extended the fuselage for it. Ah, thanks a lot there, Mr. Bedezza. Thank you very much, sir. And Mr. Kier, thank you, sir. Shipways, Shipways. Oh, yeah. I built 2 Shipways kits. I built the Flying Fish and the Cape Gory. They're all 1/8 scale. And I built they came in a yellow box. I've got 2 more Flying Fish over here behind me. Never been built. Brand new. All solid hulls in them. Yep, Heller makes the Super G TWA, Connie. Now, I don't think Heller makes these things anymore, these Connies. The only way you can get them is on eBay or vendors. Now, excuse me, guys, when I go on eBay, I'm more or less quite keen on model ship fittings, like buying turnbuckles, dead eyes, blocks, rigging line, rigging tools, jigs, stuff like that, because I like working my ships, you know. And on eBay, one day I got my search engine, my Google search. I searched for Heller Connie on eBay. They all came up. You get them. You get the Super G 1/72 scale, Super Constellation for about $50. They run anywhere from $60 to $50. But if you got a bid going on like that, you can probably get one for about $40. They're not too terribly expensive, but there's a great demand for them. A lot of people are buying them, and they do got the Super Constellation TWA, buddy. So what you do is get your search engine, you search Heller Super Constellation on eBay, and clicko, bunk, eBay will show up. It has all these lists of Super Constellation, all these model kits. A lot of them buy it now and in bids. And that's how you get one of them. Sure way, the only way. Yeah, the shipwright kits are good. They're like Blue Jacket. They've been around for a while. I think Shipways quit making their solid hulls probably by the mid-1980s, because they were in business pretty much for a long, long time, and a lot of modeling ships were other companies out there were superseding them, getting into planking frame and stuff like that. They kind of went out of business for a while and came back and started more or less redoing their kits by making laser planking frame kits. Greetings to you, Jordy Modeler. Thank you very much, dear sir, for United Kingdom. Thank you very much. I'm very happy, very pleased, and thank you for tuning in on my second successful Hangout, sir. And I got the whole crew here. I got 18 gentlemen right here. You're the 18th person on here. And I'm very honored for you to be on here. And old Frankie Days will ramble away for a while. And I'm having a ball. We're having a good time. And like Connie's having a good time. I'm having a good time. And it's going to be a very good, very, very cold, bitter winter this year, fellas. But it's going, like I say, it's going to promote a lot of bodybuilding. And it's going to be fun. And right now I've been going with a lot of inventory of my models. I've been checking everything out and going with a lot of stuff. And I've been finding every time I pillage around, I run into something I haven't seen in years. Like, God darn, Frank, how long you had this? For example, I got 12 Airfix 1/72 scale short Sunderland flying boats. All 1963 vintage. I never knew I had that many of them. I was very surprised. And so, like I say, guys, when things get out of sight, out of mind, you don't know what you got until you dig around. And I think we all got that. You know, you put something away for a while, you turn around and you buy things all the time. My wife says, man, you got a lot of stuff here, Frank. And I have my friends come over once in a while, you know. They're very shocked when they come over to see what they got. I said, God darn, Frank, you know, the guy in the world's got stuff like this. And sometimes I'm having second thoughts, you know. I don't want to bring too many people over here. You never know. I had a buddy of mine one time, a big radio control buff. His name was Wally Guess. And he loved radio controlled airplanes. He built these things from scratch. A very good builder. And I think he built a J3 Cub one time. It's 1/4 scale. Big. It was huge. And he brought a couple of guys over the house from work one time and showed it to them, and they were very impressed with it. And I guess their friends he worked with on the job had a couple of buddies of theirs. Well, they came to work one day all mad and huffing and puffing. So now what happened? He said, you know that big Cub I had? Yeah, it's gone. I said, what do you mean it's gone? Huh? Yeah, somebody heisted it out of the house. They stole it. And so he had a pretty good idea who did it. So you got to be careful, you know. Just to be, it's just got to be careful, fellas. You know, bringing people, you know, you don't know and stuff over your house. You know, you got to be very careful because people, you know, in general, you know, are not very much aware of their surroundings. But you got to protect your interests the best way you can. There's nothing wrong with show and tell, but just yeah, somebody you don't know, you know, you got to watch out. So. Of course, these things are worth money. They're very negotiable. And they're worth their weight in gold. Yep, he wasn't very happy. He got a pretty good idea who took it, though. But that's what last I heard of him in that. But that was a beautiful airplane. I seen it one time in his house. He did an excellent job. He built special jigs for the wings and the fuselage. It worked out very nice. Yep. I've been taking around with this Matchbox kit. It's 1/32 scale. Western Lysander. And that seemed like, to me, it's one heck of a model. I haven't built one of these in years. I had this thing since 1979 because I remember buying it down at the K&B Hobby Shop. Put the Connie over here. For the rest right there. And one of these old Matchbox kits. And there's the instructions right there. And I think there's another plan of it. Where the devil I put it at? Here it is right here. Yeah. This is a nice model, guys. It really is. I'm doing some cleaning up on it. That's one of the late 70s cats. Back in those days, these were the cat's meow. They were the bee's knees. They really were. And there's kind of, that's a cockpit. Lingeries and everything on there. Ready to be primed and painted. Right here is transparent. This is supposed to be a wing spar for the wings to go on. But being clear plastic is awful brittle for a spar. But I built one before. I had no problem with it. It's pretty strong. And I think it's boxed up down below in my basement, one of my boxes. As much as I say, guys, I get these boxes, you know, you got to make sure that they fit there very well. And you got to support them off the box using styrofoam. And put the box on it, put it away. And you'd be surprised you take it out one of these years and be like you just built it. Oh yeah, they're making Stu. They're making a Tante Jew. I mean Lizzie, Tin Lizzie. Yeah, that's a Ford tri-motor, isn't it? Yeah, a Ford tri-motor. Is that the Ford tri-motor, sir? I've got a 133 scale car kit I built by Alan Rose Productions. No, Peter Zor. It's a big old wingspan. I think it's probably about 25 inches. It's big. Innards 148 Lizzie. That's got to be 10 Leslie with a 10 Goose. Huh. I'm kind of confused right there, Stu. Man, I'd be a nice to get a 148 scale tri-motor. That's one hell of an airplane right there. Henry Ford. He was very adventurous when he made things. He made a lot of things for the war and for civilians, like he built the, of course, the Model T, Model A, and the Ford tri-motor, and also he made a ship for the Navy too. It's called the Eagle boat. That's a Ford. Ford made that. It looked like a cheese box. It looked like a 2x4. Taking a 2x4 and cutting 45 edges off and making like a battleship, straight down like that. Not very good in hull lines, but they were called PC craft, patrol craft. Oh, okay. I follow you. Nickname for Dragon helicopter. That's a chopper. Man, I got chopper madness coming up. I've got the S21. I got a big flying banana and a big old jolly green in 132 scale. As a paper card kit. I think Fly Model makes it. Oh, I follow you. I follow you, Stu. Yeah, okay, I follow you. Yes, sir, I sure do. I follow you, Stu. I know now, sir. Thank you, buddy. I thought the Lizzie was the either the JU-52 or the Ford tri-motor. Learn something every day. Yep, so peaceful back here. A very joyous, nice night, fellas, you know. Oh, I got 21 viewers now. I'm getting up there. Yes, sir. You know what I'm going to do? I was on eBay kind of horsing around. They got, more or less, I got the YouTube, but not the YouTube. What the hell am I talking about? eBay. United Kingdom. England, and all through there. And they got all these beautiful looking figures. I was thinking about buying a whole big old box of all those figures. I mean, they got stuff over there they don't have here in America. And man, I'm just dying to get my little hands on them. I got ideas of those little figures. If they're small, like 1/72 scale, I can make a civilian version of my Willie Victor, PBY Connie. Open the door, have a stewardess out there greeting the passengers coming in. That'd be a nice diagram to do, use those little figures like that. See, they don't have stuff like this out here, fellas, you know, in America. You know, that's why I love to be out in Europe, go out there in England, out there and buy stuff. But, man, I'd be in heaven if I was out there right now buying beautiful models and all those little figures. And it's great stuff. It's good stuff. I'm thinking very seriously about placing a bid over there. Get a bunch of those little figures. Just get a whole bunch of them. I can put on model ships and anything. Ooh, beautiful. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, that's right. I tell you, I like to get. I like to get me a kit of the Manchester bomber. I don't know why none other model companies don't make that. That's the missing English aircraft that's never hardly ever modeled. I mean, of course, it was the forerunner before the Lancaster came to view, but that's one of that's Sir Chadwick's earlier designs. Had those vulture engines in them, and they were very underpowered. By developing a probably larger wing, they had two engines on top of that, like Merlin's on there. He had himself a Lanc. But I like to get my hands on a Manchester bomber. And I know that won't be too hard to make, but if I get some plans or somewhere, I think I saw a conversion company that makes fuselage for them. I don't know. Oh, good grief. Okay, Stu, I had no idea, dear sir. It was that early in the morning, sir. God love you. Get a good night's sleep. Take care of yourself, sir. And we'll see you later. And take care of yourself, buddy. I sure will, sir. God love you, buddy. Good night, Stu. Oh, yeah. I've got the MPC kit of the VF-109, 1/24 scale. It's an old early 1970, 71 kit release by Airfix and MPC. I do got one of those in my stash. a Paragon conversion kit. Excuse me. I got some phlegm going down my throat, my sinuses. You gotta excuse me, guys. I don't mean to hack online. Old Paragon conversion kit. That's what it was. I remember it had a fuselage halves and wings. And I got a Matchbox Halifax engine nacelles. Would probably fit on that too. They had the Vulture engines on it, the Halifax, the first one. Had the Rolls-Royce Vulture engines. Yep. Manchester bomber. Boy, I tell you, I'd like to build one of those. It looked like a Connie. It had a center tail. Then it had the other two tails in the back. Yep. There's so much out there, guys. It's too hard to keep up. Me Trumpeter makes the Manchester bomber? Wow. Man, maybe I might need to check that out. Question is, 148 scale or 172nd scale? It's got to be either one of those two scales. Hey, fellas, give Frankie Day about 2 minutes. I could run to the galley, which is that way, and I'll be back by 2 minutes. I'll get me a little iced tea. I returned. Jared, you take care, buddy. Get some sleep. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I'll catch you next week. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock out here in Ohio. About 3 o'clock in the morning in England. Well, it's funny how time different places we live at, because it's like the sun has all kinds of control of time. Amazing, isn't it? Went down to the hobby shop, not Smitty's, but no, the hobby shop. This must be about 2-3 years ago I got this. This 1/32 scale by Sharpler. This is the F8 F1 Bearcat. A very beautiful airplane she is. Now, it had a price tag on it. $10. I said, you guys have got to be kidding me. $10 for this? Yeah. What's wrong with it? This is a broken canopy. Open it up, kit's pristine. Open it up, it had a windscreen in the canopy. You know how when you look at the windscreen of an airplane, it's round like this and comes down this. I'm trying to see where this camera here is. It comes like this. You got the frame, it comes like here's a forward frame. Well, that canopy, when it snapped, it broke at the molding of the frame. All you gotta do is put a little smidgen of 5-minute epoxy, glue it very gingerly. Let it set there for 5 minutes and it hardens up. It won't yellow on you. It'll stay perfect. Then paint your canopy frame. And you can't tell it broke. One steal of a deal. You couldn't beat that with a bad stick. You couldn't. So I'm pretty happy right there. You only come across a deal like that once in a while. And there's deals out there. You always gotta have some kind of deal going on. I got 16 viewers right here, and all 16 of you, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate very much you guys spending a night with me this evening. It means a lot to me on this hangout right here. And I should have another hangout probably Monday. We're gonna do it Monday and Friday night. Monday night and Friday night. I think that'd be good. It works better for me. The Monday night hangout would be we'll start at about well, I'll tell you one thing. Maybe Monday will not be good because I got to work Monday night. Wednesday and Friday. That'd be good. Wednesday and Friday would be excellent. And so next hangout will be on a Wednesday. We'll have that at 9 o'clock in the evening. Excuse me, no 9 o'clock in the morning. It'll be in the evening. Went outside and checked the weather out there. It's moisture out there, very cold. And I imagine this wintertime we'll have a lot of snow coming in. We had one doozy of a summer this year, so we'll be having a lot of snow. Okay, Mr. Booskeen. Bob, you take care, dear sir, and God bless you, and get a good night's rest, and you take care, sir. Good night, buddy. Marine models. The Marine Model Company. That's an old 1935 kit. It's released back in 1935. Marine models used to be true models. It's called True Scale Models by Marine Models. Marine Model Company has the original logo is called True Scale Models. And they'll say at the bottom by Marine Model Company. Then by the 1960s, they changed over to the tan and white box. It says Marine Models. It has a little logo with a sailing ship on there. It's like this. Excuse me. This is the company that made the Charles Morgan. It'll come in a box like this. This is the USS Gearing. I dug this out while I was cleaning up my stash pile. This is a complete kit. I bought this back in 1979. I haven't built it yet, but I've got the Charles Morgan over here that I'm building. It's pristine shape. I need to finish up the rat lines. After that, prepare the yards and start doing the running rigging on it. And lastly, rig up the mail boats and she's done. Those kits right there are very good kits. Now, if you want to buy one, go to eBay right now. Ship models. Scroll around. You'll see one on there. You get one less for $100. Unbelievable. I almost felt like buying it myself. I said, no, I got one over here. And I got a model shipwave kit of 1 too, so. And a Revette one. And I got the Wanderer Whaler I'll be working on. So I don't need another one of those. So I got too much on my belt right now. But if you want to get one of those kits, they're on eBay. Very good kit. I always like to be aboard the old Charles Morgan. That's probably about the oldest merchantman ship that we've got. Now it's a museum piece, and those men were very gallant sailors in the house and messed around with a sperm whale. Those whales are big. Now, thank you very much. I'm honored to you, Max. And thank you very much for tuning in on my Hangout. And yeah, now I got the 1/200 scale hood. It's a paper model, and very impressive kit too when it's done. And yeah, Trumpeter just made that 1/200 scale. I like only one I got 1/200 scale by Trumpeter. I think I made a video of that. It's USS Arizona. That was nice kit. The only one thing about those sailors, they give you figures in that kit. Those figures are a little bit too big. They're probably about 5 to 6 thousandths oversized. They're too big. So that means that an average man is anywhere from 5 to 6 feet tall. These guys were 7 feet tall. So you can imagine how out of scale that was. I got them all lined up in ranks. Being singled out for the plan of the day with the officer, vision officer, and also your vision petty officer. Line up for the plan of the day. Okay, guys, do this, do that. This got to be done. And they pipe down to 1MC at 8 o'clock in the morning. Turn 2, continue ship's work. You have to working on the ship. Do your job like it's supposed to be doing. Knock off, lunch, right back to work. Knock off, hit Liberty, hit the beach, do it all over again. Routine. I love the Navy nose in. Thank you very much. Excuse me, Max. Boy, I tell you, my sinuses are breaking up and clearing up now. They're trickling down my throat and causing me to cough. That's one thing bad about Ohio. The sinuses out here is terrible. Very terrible. Very terrible. The air quality out here is very miserable. For a good example, it's like taking a mason jar. Blow smoke in it, put a lid in that jar. You hold that jar up and see all that smoke. You're at the bottom of that jar. The only way to get rid of that funky ass smoke, got on air and clouds and junk, take off the lid, that's the jet stream, and all that will come out. So since it's getting cool out here in Ohio, it's kind of clearing up a lot of the stuff out here. One thing about wintertime, I can breathe a lot better in wintertime than I can in the summertime and even spring. Because out here in Ohio, you're out in the Appalachians, it's nothing but brush, trees, everything. And I'll tell you one thing, I moved from California out here, I had a hell of a time trying to adjust that being out here. I was really I was getting really nervous, and I felt like I was pushed in a corner. I couldn't get out. And kind of like a cusp between hyperphobia and just getting away from something, you know, and just. But I've grown used to it though, so I'm pretty well set now. But anyway, pardon my coughing, guys. Get the stuff just backs up, makes me cough. Doyle, you take care, dear sir, and we'll catch you later. I'll be checking out your video right there on the roof, and I like to see some of your videos you've been doing. I really enjoy them, buddy. Get some good night, get some sleep, buddy. Yeah, people out here in Ohio are pretty down to earth. They're pretty congenial and pretty much down to the earth. I mean, we got a lot of people out here, but they're scattered all over the place. Now, you live in a big, large metropolitan area like Los Angeles or Detroit, Michigan, and places really, people don't get along because you got too many people. And that's probably one reason why our country is at the toast right now is because you got too many people. We got too big, too quick. Everybody's stuck between a rock and a hard spot, and that hard spot and rock is getting bigger. You got nowhere to go. So that's one reason why people are kind of losing it a little bit. We got too big, too quick in this country then. And out here in Cleveland, Ohio, but out here in Ohio in general, we got really nice people out here. Very nice. That's the first thing I noticed about people in Ohio. I came out from California. Out in California, people in general out there are pretty calloused. They put open doors for you. Don't wave back to you, say hello, how you doing? Fine. Get lost. People out there are just more or less people. And out here in Ohio, they're very nice out here. I mean, they wave at you, you're a total stranger. Now, you want to be treated really well, go down south. Like Tennessee, Kentucky, all those southern states. They treat you pretty good down there. And they're pretty good here in Ohio, so I'm pretty happy. So, what I'm trying to say, fellas, all the states in the union that we have, everybody lives differently. No matter where you move to, people are all different. All cultures different. The old saying is that's what makes the world go round. If everything was the same, it would be very terrible. I mean, really terrible. And there'd be no challenge in life. So, generally people are okay. And you got a few out there that not, and they got to deal with it. They got to live with themselves. Okay, we'll move on to Antonio, 748-7, 48A. Out of Dayton, Ohio, 12 miles south of Dayton, Ohio over there, buddy. Tony, I live in Moraine City. It's a very, very small town. It's about 12 miles out of Dayton, Ohio. It's very nice out here. And right now it's cold out here in Ohio. It's if you're from Indiana, I can be at your house about an hour or two. And I would say our weather is about the same. As Ohio and Indiana are pretty twin brothers. They're pretty close. I know you get a lot of rain out there. When you get rain in Indiana, woo, it's rain. I mean, kids, fellas out there, my son-in-law lives in Union City, I think up there in Indiana. And I went there in the summertime. They get a lot of rain up there once in a while. I call it humidity showers. And man, when it comes down, you can see the rain. It's about that big when it comes down. When you walk outside, it's like the old prankster joke: a bucket of water on top of the door. When you open it, it'll fall on you like that. Well, that's how it is when you walk out of a house in Indiana out there. And I think Tony will agree with me. And it gets really, it rains. It really rains out there. And that's our next door neighbor is Indiana from Ohio, and we share the same weather together. You know it, Tony. You know it, sir. I've had the coldest country I've ever been. It was up by North Dakota. My God. Went up there when I was about a teenager back in the 1950s. I think I went to Uncle Sam's house. It was my mother's brothers. And during the winter month, I think we spent Christmas there one time. God, it was so cold out there. Man, you walk outside, you feel like you lost a finger. Very bitterly cold. So I imagine it's right up there by the Canadian border through there, It gets very cold. You get those Alberta Clippers through there. Man, that's some cold as weather. Yep. I'll be glad when I get this Connie done. I haven't been on it too much, but I got her pretty much done. I think a lot of the fellas have seen it, and I don't mind showing it off, all the time. So I'll get that thing ready to go for the final reveal. Should have that thing done by tomorrow, the next day. I got that bystander I'll be working on, and then Sir Warren Blanche will have his Spitfire buddy build coming up, and as soon as he gives me the green light, I'll be cracking on the glue and get that kid cracking. But right now I want to finish up this Connie. She's almost done. I got to put the props on, do the carriage, and do some painting here and there, and she's finished. Here you go, Tony. That's my old Willie Victor with super consolation. Oh, dandy of an airplane. Flew one of those Eastern Airlines. Almost scared me half to death. I always like to sit next to the window. And back in the days when we're not square windows, those things, they're round. And that's one problem what happened to the Comet that the English had. The structural problems because the square windows on there. That's why on the Connie, Kelly Johnson designed them round, because he knew that would be stress fractures could involve with square windows on side. And what scared me at that Connie is those flames burning out those exhaust system they got. Man, I thought things was on fire. Bubble Thumbs. Welcome to Frankie Days Hangout on a Friday night. This is my second successful hangout, dear sir. And I'm enjoying myself very immensely. I'm having a good time. And thank you very much for tuning in, sir. And I'll be here for a little while. And I hope you'll be here a while with me. And I'll probably be shutting down pretty soon. Be a while. And prepare for work tomorrow. And I should have another hangout this Wednesday at 9 o'clock. I'll have one Friday. From now on, like I told the fellas a while ago, if we tuned in, sir, I'll have my hangouts on Wednesday night and Friday night. It works very well for me. And I really appreciate you following my tube like that, sir. Because it's my life. I love building models. You know, it's just something that I enjoy the passion of it. It's a labor of love. And we all got that in our hearts to our hobbies. We put a lot of money, a lot of time into it, and it rewards us in a lot of ways by admiration from others. And you got a beautiful piece of plastic right there, a beautiful piece of art that you made out of your 2 hands. All of us are considered artists. We're all just different from each other. We're all the same thing. We're all just a little different. And like I said before, that's what makes the world go around. If everything was the same, it'd be like eating oatmeal every day until you get sick and tired of eating oatmeal. I want to have something different besides oatmeal. Some people like to see something different. And that's what we come in to feel. We're all different. Yeah, I got about every flying boat that has ever flew off the water. Flying boats are very impressive airplanes. At one time, they were the king of the skies and the seas, until these 4-engine Constellations came into view, along with DC-6 and DC-4s, because other countries are building airports to accommodate these things. And that's what made the flying boat obsolete back in the late 1950s. And the new airfix kits nowadays, those kits are beautiful. The new tooling kits are superb all the way. I mean they, like this airfix dam buster behind me, my Lancaster Special I built for Sir Martin's Bomber Command group build. That's a new tooling kit. That kit's a beautiful kit. I mean, I was very happy. I'm glad. Now I got 5 more of those in my stash. I ran into them the other day because I make an inventory of what I've got. I got so much stuff, and every time I make an inventory and write down what I've got, I run into something I haven't seen in years. And I got a lot of stuff. And airfix kits are very good. And all you gotta do is make sure you clean your parts off very well. Dry fit, test before you add any glue. And when everything's all satisfactory, these kits build themselves. They're precision engineered kits. Are very precision. In some respects, over-engineered. But a lot of us like that because it means that they care. And we care too. And that means that's an extra package you can put in the kit that you can build. You'll find them very rewarding. You'll like them. The Airfix is really cracking on them now. I mean, they really bring them out. Now, I love their old kits. Their old kits are good too. But, you know, they're ancient. And, but they have their own way to go. Good idea. Those Airfix kits are good. You'll enjoy them very much there. And they're very good. I think next flying boat I'm going to build is going to be that Hasegawa 1970 Hasegawa PS1 flying boat. The Japanese, what do you call that? The Shin something. I can't remember. Shinomiya PS1 flying boat. It looked like a P5M with 4 engines on it. Very nice kit. I built one back in 1970. I never knew whatever happened to it. I don't have it in my domain right now. I think I lost it many years ago during when I was in the service. We had to move like that. I think it got broke or something. I don't know. But I built one before. It's very excellent. I'm glad I got one in my stash now. But I'll think about building when it comes to a flying boat group build. Yep. I hope we have a nice day tomorrow, though. Well, Saturday. Hope it's nice and cherry outside. A lot more sun here. Today was overcast. And it's that time of year, guys. It's getting cold out here. We got Thanksgiving coming up, too, don't we? Oh, Lord. My wife was talking about, well, Frank, since all of our kids are all grown and all gone, so what do we do for Thanksgiving this year? That's when we have Thanksgiving. I said, I'll bring somebody over. There's a few people that feel like I have a good deal. I always call my baby brother. He can come over. Bring his wife. I don't think I'm fixing about call them up. And all her kids got other, and my kids are all over the place. They're gone out in California. And I got stepdaughters here, and they all love me very much. And they got other places to go, and so my little Ruthie, she's kind of down a little bit because she wants to be with the kids. I understand, but we'll make a good go at it. I twist your arm, did I, buddy? I love flying boats, man. I really do. I got that. I got the 222 up there, the BV, the Bomb Boss BMBV. That's a good airplane. You know, I like to buy me another one of those, make it the civilian version before it become the Luftwaffe. I mean, them things were a good flying boat at the time until Herman Goring said they'd be an excellent maritime flying boat to use for us for the Kriegsmarine. And I got all the flying boats, guys. I mean, I got Mariners, Coronados, I got the Martin Mars, I got the Seamaster, I got the Princess S-45, I got the Black Cat Catalina, and I got over here. I got this one. This is a Monogram, the old 148 scale, the snafu catchers they call it. I did this many years ago. I think 2000 I built this. It's a nice kit. Really good 148 scale. This here is at the Dayton Air Force Station Museum. So be sure we go down to Dayton Air Force Station Museum in Dayton, Ohio. They got this in there. And right now I'm trying to bleach out this wing. When I put my lacquer on this thing, it started to yellow. See what I'm saying right there? That's what color this airplane was. This color here. Now it's starting to bleach now. It just got yellow. I don't know what happened. I mean, I think because clear gloss, it yellows in time. And I found out a trick how to get rid of it. Let the sun do it. So a good couple sunny days, this will come up. The reason why this turned yellow on me, guys, because it's been in the box. This thing is almost new as the day I built it. And I built this thing 18 years ago. Yeah. About 18 years ago I built this thing. It's about as new as it came out of the box. And I think it yellowed there because it got dark. Now with sunlight, it's starting to cheer it up a little bit. But over here, it's starting to. This was yellow too. Now it's starting to bleach out. Sun does good things. Now right here, you can see where the blue is coming in. It's blue there. Pretty soon, this up here will be the same color. I'm bleaching it out. It's called Big Sun Bleach. A very effective color. Sun works very good in your favor, especially with yellowing on plastic. Yep. Here I am, back at you guys. Are you working on anything now, Fumble Thumbs? You got the, what are you working on now right now, buddy? You got something else you're building, or you're venturing into more flying boats? Yeah, that's right. It's the Black Cat. Yep, same kit, except mine has the beaching gear on there. You don't have the retractable landing gear. That one up there, the Black Cat I bought, which I did on YouTube, that was a 1997 kit. That's when it first came out. Let me show you. Let me show you something. I got another one. This is the one the Black Cat was. This is the original B20, the PBY that came out, that model released back in 1997. So I bought two of them. I bought this one, and I bought that Black Cat. Now, to my favor, I found another one of these in my stash I bought. I didn't realize I had. So this was the PBY 5, not the 5A. The Black Cat's the same thing, PBY 5. It has the beaching gear that comes on here where it sets down on. So this is the kit. This one here came from Callaway Air Force Base, Air Force Naval Base out in Hawaii, North Shore, Kaneohe. They have all these PBYs out there. And this was a nice kit. I really enjoyed this thing. Now, the only difference between this one is that somehow they had no figures in this one. But on the Black Cat PBY 5, I must have bought the first one they did of this. Then they did another one. They added the figures to it. Then they made the PBY 5, which is the snafu catchers. So this is the one they used at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, December 7th, 1941. Now I want to tell you something, fellas. To get on the subject of this PBY, Admiral Kimmel's biggest problem was he didn't use this airplane to his advantage for security. These things got a range of almost 2,000 miles, and they consume a lot of gas, and they can stay in the air for a very, very long time. I mean a real long time. They can stay in the air like a vulture. They can stay in the air forever. As long as those get those twin Pratt & Whitney engines that got gas in them. And if he would have made a 150 mile to 200 mile search around the island with one of these, with two of these, one made one complete round search of the island 200 miles out for a 12-hour search, to come back in and land and have another one of these take off, do the same thing, they would have found that Imperial fleet, and they could have warned HQ that a vast armada of foreign power is coming towards us. That would give plenty of time to get those battleships all steamed up, get everything out of harbor as fast as they can, the best way they can, and get everything that's flyable in the air. We would have been prepared. But There's a zero case of if only. If only did that, but they didn't. So that's the one biggest blunder that Admiral Kimmel did. He never used the flying boat to his advantage. Never did. If he would have done that, he could have saved a lot of lives, and World War II would have been a different story. Okay, here he is. I don't mind getting up and down like a show and tell and talk. You know how I am, fellas. Yep. On the Bearcat, Jared, I went down to the hobby shop. I go to two hobby shops. I go to Smitty's and I go to the hobby shop. I went in there and I seen that Bearcat sitting there. It had a price tag on there. But at the same time, the manager came out and he recognized who I was. Hey, Frank, how you doing, buddy? Pretty good. You looking at that? I said, yeah. What's the story? I said, let you have it for $10. This 1/32 scale Bearcat, $10? You got to be kidding me. This has got a $100 kit. And he goes, I know it. But the guys bought it back. I mean, he made a big complaint about it. The canopy's cracked. Well, hell, that's nothing. I'll take a kit off you right now. I can always send away for a new canopy, so to my advantage. I took the kit home. There's a bagging there where the canopy's enclosed in, which is a good thing. The front windscreen, when you look at it head on, you know that little frame right across the front of the windscreen right there? That frame? Well, that canopy cracked right at the edge of that frame. Now, we glue that thing back on there using a 5-minute epoxy or canopy glue and paint that frame. You can't even see the crack like it ever got cracked. It was like it's something you just put together. I couldn't believe it. That was my lucky day. That's how I got that Bearcat there, buddy. And like once in a while, you run into deals like that. I mean, I could not believe that. A top line expensive kit, a kit that was almost $100 kit. I mean, for $10, I walked out the door with that. Well, I was a happy kid. I thought I went to a candy store and bought the whole thing. I was a very happy man. Yep. Oh, Martin had a lot of good stuff going on his Barber Command group build. I mean, there's some fantastic stuff up there. Those guys really worked hard. I think we all worked very, very hard to do this. You know, I mean, I think Martin is very, very happy and overjoyed about this, and made him feel good too. You know, very interesting how we got all that stuff done. Now, I got the old B-25. I think it was 1968 kit I got. And I still got that in my stash pile. It comes with a record. It has about a Doolittle rate on there like that. Man, I thought that was neat. I never did listen to it, though, but it comes with a record. Very good kit, too, as old as it is. Yeah, salt water. I know the nature of salt water because I'm a sailor. And being in the Navy, even when Haig's grays get bleached out, you got to realize we got salt and moisture in the natural sun. It plays a lot of parts on the hues and paints. That's a problem that the Navy is having with dark blue, which is called 5S, which is dark sea blue. Once it's at sea very much, it'll start fading. and they fade out. Then later on, as the war progressed, they went to different measures like 32, measure 32, using flat black, haze gray, dark sea blues, and haze gray, and all these different colors of grays they use. Navy was always experimenting with colors like battleships. Now you go out there a day when it's all hazy sunshine and clouds in the air. You get a battleship with a 32 color. You see something out there, you don't know what the hell it is. And it's camouflage. You don't know if it's a battle. You know there's something there, but it's all different camouflage. Even World War I camouflage on the troop transport ships they used. All the splitter designs. Those things were very effective against mountains and stuff. Munchkin Modeling Man, 1972. Hello, buddy. Welcome to Frankie Dave's Hangout. This is my second successful hangout that I've had. The other ones I had previously about a year or two ago, I kind of gave up on because they were duds. Somehow I had a firewall on my computer that wouldn't allow activity to go through, and I had a hell of a time. So I said, hell with it. So I retired the computer, bought me a good one, and I got a good one right in front of me, and it does very well for me. And so far, it's working very well for me right here in my Hangout. I have a good time, and I know you guys having a good time. And we got winter coming up, like I mentioned earlier in the Hangout, that we have old man Winter starting to blow his chops, and things are going to be getting cold and freezing, and pretty soon snowball time is going to come, and we're going to be all bogged down with tuba glue and the airbrush. And it's okay by me, and it's okay by you too. What amazes me so much this Hangout is that this webcam I got on my computer right here is almost, it's HD. I mean, the other one was just fogged out. Looked like a room full of this kind of smoke, cigar smoke, you know. But it's almost HD right here. It's clear. I can see myself on the monitor here and everything behind me, and I hope you guys can see me very clear too, you know. So far, everybody took a video and audio check, and everybody's giving me 2 thumbs up. It's A-okay, Frank. So I know I'm doing a good job. I got 13 viewers now. I had 22 a while ago. I guess everybody's going to bed. I guess in England, it's It's probably about pushing about 4 o'clock in the morning there, and it's pretty wee in the morning. And a lot of the fellas probably getting up and going to bed and going to work, and doing their chores. And I got to get up early in the morning to work myself, so I'm probably going to close off by 15 minutes from now and call it a night myself. And we'll have a video this Wednesday night, 9 o'clock. And it'd be a good video. By that time, I might be able to get me some software for my camcorder to turn into a webcam. And I can have 2 different monitors on here to look at. You got my building board here, which you got my Connie sitting on. And, of course, the camera coming at yours truly. And it's gonna work out very well for me. Now I have to learn how to send those links out. Funny thing about this Hangout right now is I try to see if this thing is uploaded in my video manager. And that could be uploaded on YouTube. But I guess I gotta make a file for that to do that. This is just all streaming right here, live streaming. But one thing for sure, on my history on my computer, it recorded though, which is good. So I'm gonna take all that and upload that stuff up on my Facebook page. So I go to Frankie Day, and my Facebook page, you'll see a lot of my stuff there, my models there. I'm gonna start posting a lot of stuff in my timeline there, and you guys can venture on my Facebook page and see my videos I'll be making, and also my Hangouts. The one thing about my Hangout is I reviewed the Hangout I did last Wednesday, and I had the chat line there. I could follow the chat line to my conversation, so that way I know there's somebody there with me. But it works out very well. Yep. Yeah, it's probably getting late at night, guys. A lot of guys are kind of petering out a little bit. I got 12 guys now, and I appreciate all 12 of you hanging in there for me. Like I say, guys, I'm going to be getting out of here in about another 15 minutes because old Frankie D's going to get up about 4 o'clock in the morning. I got to make breakfast for my woman and get me some oats, something to eat, and off to work I go. And I'll get back tomorrow. Hopefully I get this Connie all done. I can be able to make a final reveal of that and get that out of the way so I can be able to hop on that Western Lysander I'm shaking on and wait for Mr. Warren Blanche for his Spitfire buddy group build he's going to be shaking down now. So stay tuned for that, guys. He's got a buddy build coming up with the Spitfire. And it's going to be a very nice group build. I already got my answer over here. I think I posted it last night on the Hangout. Tony, good night, buddy. You take care of yourself, and thanks very much, sir. And you're welcome, sir, because these videos mean a lot to me, and I love you guys. You guys are a great bunch of fellas, and this is the closest way we'll know each other. This is how we're doing this stuff right now. And to get a good night's sleep and make mom and son happy. And take care of yourself and build strong, build all day long, build your models, take care of yourself, stay focused. And we'll catch you Wednesday night on the next Hangout at 9 o'clock. And be posted too for the final reveal on my C121 Willie Victor Morningstar. Good night, Tony. Thank you for tuning in there, sir. Good night, buddy. A lot of guys are probably wondering about that big old ship behind my shoulder. That's the SS Lurline. It's a Matson liner of the 1930s and 40s and 50s. Now you go back and you look in like a research cruise ships. You go back in the time of the 1950s in San Francisco, you see all these white ships going out there. That's this one here. This here's the SS Lurline. That's 5 feet long. I built that from plans. Made out of paper and wood. And I got a vacuum form machine. I'm going to start making some boat davits so I can vacuum form a bunch of lifeboats. I got a couple lifeboat plugs I made already out of basswood. I'm going to use that as a vacuum form plug and also my boat davits I'm going to make. Because I don't want to go to Blue Jackets model ship crafters and send away for a bunch of fittings. That runs into money. So I figure I have a lot more better enjoyment of making my own stuff. And I got a neon light in there. Got a 4-foot neon light in that thing. I'll light up. All its portholes appear light through. So I'll be working on that too pretty soon. Get that thing done. Yeah, boy. And got down to 7 viewers. Thank you, Film Thumbs. I appreciate it very much, dear sir. And like I said before, about a few seconds ago, that I enjoy this hobby. And I'm the backside of 80 years old, and I still go strong. I'm the only since I was a child. And once it gets in your blood, you can't shake it out. And it's good stuff. And keeps you out of trouble. It's educational, inspirational, educational, and they're a joy to look at model shows and conversation pieces. And they're negotiable, too. Very negotiable. It means they're worth money. And I got people every day sometimes coming on my house when I buy this off. And I got thinking, well, I don't mind selling it. Think about it. I'll never get another one. And so I like to keep what I got until death does me part, then they can have them. Because I sure can't take it with me. I never seen nobody take a U-Haul to their coffin with them. So these are made for the living to enjoy. As long as I'm alive, I'm going to enjoy these things and build them until it's over for me. And I hope that's a very, very long time from now. A very long time. Okay, guys, I think it's about time for me to call it quits for the night. I hate to bail out right now. I've got 7 viewers on here. And all 7 remaining viewers, from my heart and from my wife's heart, I'd like to thank every one of you guys for joining me tonight for this hangout. I had a good time. I enjoyed myself. And I did the best I could to entertain you guys. And we'll have some live pictures here pretty soon. All you guys on here, I'll be sending some links to my hangouts, and we have some pictures up there, and we'll have a good hangout. Yep, I sure will, buddy. You get some sleep, fellow thumbs, and take care of yourself, dear sir. And I imagine at you're pushing at 4 o'clock in the morning. If you're from England, United Kingdom, I imagine you're pushing at 4 bells right now. And so it's time for you to hit the sack too, you know. And I'm gonna be hitting the sack myself, get some sleep. And I got a day work on my Connie, get this thing done, get it up and ready for the video. I hope it's a nice day tomorrow. I can take it outside for some outside pictures, because outside does these things justice. I got more room, you can see a lot better, you know. And of course you'll see it live after I make the stills. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed, guys. Make mama happy, and take care of yourselves. Buy yourself some models, load up, because we're in for a hell of a cold winter, and we're gonna have nothing but hangouts and modeling fun, and we can let the snow stuff get in our way. And as long as everything is okay on the outside, everything will be good on the inside. And it's time for Frankie Day to sign off. And I'd like to thank every one of you guys out there for your wonderful attendances being here on my hangout tonight. And I got prepared to go to bed, and I'm getting a little tired myself, guys. And I love you guys very much. You guys take care of yourself. Make mama happy all the time. Stay focused. Build some models. Take care of your family. And take care of yourselves. And be safe, and stay healthy, and God love you guys, and thank you very much for joining my video. This is Frankie Day from Frankie Day Model signing off for this wonderful hangout we had tonight, and I shall resume 9 o'clock this Wednesday, so stay posted for that. Bye, boys. Take care, gentlemen.